So we finally saw the other biggest release this weekend, and it was Thackeray starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui, a biopic made on the controversial political figure and founder of the Shiv Sena from Maharashtra, Bal Thackeray. Now before I get into the review of the film, I want to tell you that I'm not going to keep any political stance in my review, but objectively judge the film as a movie, rather than focusing on what is right or wrong with the methods utilized by the notorious figure in real life. As a story, I will judge whether most of the decisions made by the protagonist in the film made any sense. Now here's presenting the good and bad aspects of the film. The only takeaway from the film is the exceptional performance by Nawazuddin Siddiqui, proving yet again that he is one of the most versatile actors in the country today. A lot of journalists, while Siddiqui was giving several interviews, asked him whether his political ideology came in the way before saying yes to the film, or whether he was scared of the backlash he would receive to even portray such a role. In my opinion, this is not an actor's job. It is actually a challenge for an actor whether he can transform himself into Thackeray, and Siddiqui took up that challenge and did a praiseworthy job. Nobody questions Christian Bale's political stance when he portrayed the role of Dick Cheney in Vice. Nobody questioned Meryl Streep's political stance when she played Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady. An actor's job is not to say yes or no to a role while still thinking about his own moral compass and whether he believes in the same things as the character does. Therefore, I feel for Siddiqui to take up the role should not be questioned. The fact that he did it and being totally blunt was the saving grace of the film is a big takeaway. Now, there were many things that did not work, and here's just listing some of them that led to the film leaving us disappointed rather than impressed. No character arc. One of the biggest takeaways from any biopic is the character arc of the protagonist. How through multiple interactions and experiences, the individual becomes the personality he or she is. For example, in Mani Karnika, the reason for Rani Lakshmi Bai to be the way that she is because of her upbringing and being raised just like her male peers. The reason for Pan Singh Tomar's transformation to become a dacoit is because of the injustice and lack of respect he got from officials when he served for the government. In terms of this film, Bal Thackeray, who starts off as a cartoonist only to become a social worker and be closely involved in politics, believes in the same ideals and virtues as he did in the first frame of the film. Characters appear for brief periods of the time in the film with little to no impact on his personality. He believes what he wants and there are no questions asked, even if it is against the law. The origin. The main aim of Bal Thackeray's story is to showcase the injustice that is caused to the local population of Maharashtra, specifically Mumbai, in getting hired in several businesses. The film tries to show how business owners who belong to other states set up their practices in Maharashtra, but are unwilling to hire the local population. When the Air India head says that he only hires qualified personnel, which is a valid argument, he says that he should change his policy. Bal Thackeray himself was hired as a cartoonist being local to the state and resigns from the job, a decision that he takes himself. There is nothing shown in the film to showcase qualified Maharashtrians not getting semi-skilled or unskilled jobs. He argues that it should be their right first to get hired, irrespective of their qualifications. The reason for his opinions never tracks back to something substantial to justify his stance. Unknown information. One of the fascinating parts of biopics is to get to know information about characters that the masses didn't know. In this film, however, even though we are introduced to Thackeray's family, everything is presented at the surface level, not really giving anything away than the public image we already knew about. Amrita Rao as the wife has little to do in the movie, but is by his side throughout the film. We never really get to know what led to his ideology or opinion, what work or philosophy influenced him to think like that. We are only showcased what we already knew. Disconnected storytelling. One of the main reasons for Thackeray's failure as a film is that it presents the movie like a history page that covers each event like bullet points. Everything just abruptly goes to the next event which affected the Shiv Sena. Even if there wasn't a substantial conclusion or stance to the event, there seems to be no effect post many events and the movie just carries on as if nothing happened. Don't question him. The interesting aspect of the film is that there is no doubt that it shows Bal Thackeray as a hero, but it doesn't even try to showcase another side to the argument. In Sanju, at least they try to showcase another side of the story, mainly showcasing him as a victim of circumstance. But in this film, it's literally like abhi hai to hai situation, and every character surrounding him nods their heads and abides by whatever he says. In the court, he says, "Humne Babri Masjid haath se nahi giraya, pair se giraya," and everyone just laughs and carries on to the next topic, as if that was a valid answer. He in a meeting says that he believes in a democracy, and when a man suggests a coalition, a Shiv Sena member draws a knife. There are solutions brought by him, there are accusations hurled at him, and he doesn't deny them. Literally stands there and says, it is what it is. So guys, if you're a Nawazuddin Siddiqui fan, then the film is for you, as you will just marvel at his amazing performance. But as a film, it suffers through so many flaws and just seems to be a history lesson on the events Bal Thackeray was involved in. I was quite disappointed. And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below of what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.